Okay, here it says, consider the functions f of x equals 3x minus 6. Look, I'm going to just like fill it in here. Okay, and then g of x equals 3 to the x. Okay, so I filled that in. Complete the table for all missing values. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this x value and plug it into each of these functions. Okay, so for example here, I have 3 times negative 1 minus 6. Okay, now look, you could do the math, right? Or you could just put the whole thing in your calculator. It doesn't matter, right? You could do 3 times negative 1. Oh, that's negative 3. Minus 6, that's negative 9. You could do it in your head. Or you could literally plug in the entire thing, 3 times negative 1 minus 6 in your calculator and get negative 9. Either way, if I plug negative 1 into this x value, I get negative 9. If I plug 0 into this x value, that's 3 times 0, which is 0, minus 6. That's going to be negative 6. And here, if I plug 2 in, 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 6 is 0, okay? And we'll get to this in just a sec. 3 to the power of x. So look here, I'm plugging in 3 to the power of negative 1. Well, 3 to the power of negative 1, that equals 1 over 3, right? This equals 1 over 3. Now look, you can put it in your calculator. This one, with the power of 3 is a little bit tricky, and I wouldn't put the power of 3 on your test just because I know some of you just prefer to use the calculator and use decimals. That's fine. This would be 0.3 repeating would be the other way to do this. Okay, next 3 to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Again, you can feel free to come back here and use the calculator, right? It's totally fine. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Okay, now in this last row, what I'm asked is, what 3 to what power is 81? 3 to what power is 81? Or 3 times what value minus 6 equals 6, right? Now, you could put in your calculator and just start multiplying 3 and see how many times you have to multiply 3 to get 81. To me, I think this one's a little easier. You can just kind of use your algebra skills. This is 3x equals 12. Divide by 3 on both sides, you get x equals 4. And then you can check over here, look, is 3 to the 4th power 81? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so this is, if I plug in 4, I'll get 6 in this function and 81 in this function. All right, it's your turn to try. Just be careful, right? Look, like here, this is 2 to the power of x, and this is 2x plus 5. So just, careful and pay attention to which is which.